Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, once again it's time for Lancing with myself, the 5-minute bit where I talk about design and creativity, especially when you're dealing with not that many spoons and not that much money in the bank. 2 weeks ago we talked about hacking your brain, and today I want to talk a little bit more about that, and that is, I want to say 2 words to you, and that is be bold. The great German poet Goethe once said that whatever you can do, begin it. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Beginning has boldness and courage and magic in it. Boldness is very important when you're trying to be creative. You have to put yourself out there, and it's very scary, and I think if you're going to be scared, you might as well go as big as you can. Go big or go home, or stay home and stay big. You don't have to leave your home to be bold if you like your house. Boldness is about having the ability to just go out there and assume that you deserve to be there. We talk a lot about imposter syndrome, but imposter syndrome is actually when you've done a thing, like you've written a book or written a game and you put it out there and it's on the shelf, but you're still like, well, I'm not a real game designer, I'm not a real writer. But this is a different issue. This is what I call qualifying syndrome, where you're like, well, I can't write a book or put a book out or put a game out or design anything because I'm not good enough yet. I have to get to a certain level. My games are rough and ready. The thing is, you're going to learn more by doing. You're going to learn more by putting things out, and you're going to look more accomplished the more stuff you put out. The old saying is nothing succeeds like excess, and the fact is the more you do, the more it looks like you planned it, the more it looks like it's part of a system, the more it impresses on the client, a sense of familiarity, and that's in fact what gets people to buy things, and it also gets people to see a whole picture. One game looks lonely, but it's somewhere that you start. Put it up, put it on the web, start building that. When I first chose my email as Tin Star Games, I didn't have a company, I didn't have any games. I had just one little game that I put online, but I thought, look, maybe one day I'll have a game company. So I decided to be bold and call myself Tin Star Games, on the idea that maybe one day I'd publish some things. And now I'm very close to getting relics out on the market, and I have a bunch of smaller games out there with that branding on it. And the fact that I've had that branding for 10 something years now makes me look a little bit more professional. Another phrase I like is, there are no perfect trees, but there is a perfect forest. I think I'm mangling that, but the idea is that the totality, again, looks better. And you can't get a totality until you actually start putting pen on paper and things on a website. Your first website is going to look terribly lonely. There might just be one game on it. But that is, again, hacking your brain, thinking to yourself, well, here is where the other games will go. Here's where the other successes will go. I'm not saying build yourself an award cabinet yet or anything like that. I'm saying imagine a future where you will have your games on display, your games collected. People will start to see patterns. I think that's one of the nicest things people have said to me about Relics, is that, oh, this game is very you. But it couldn't be that until I actually established a few things. And I couldn't establish a few things if I hadn't been bold. I think it's one of the easiest things to do as a young creator, as a young or an early creator, because we're not all young when we start, is to be small, to be worried, and it's natural. You know, we are looking for permission. We are going, is this okay? Am I allowed in the party? And we look to our editors and our publishers for permission, for that little check of, yes, you are allowed to join. But don't do that too much, you know. Come in with confidence. Obviously you want to take direction, and don't just put out whatever the first thing that you produce. You want to work on things and make them look professional. But companies and publishers and editors, they actually respect confidence, because it tells them that you like what you've done and you are fully behind it. They don't want to hold hands necessarily and guide you through the process. They're just, so yes, look for a little bit of, yes, is this okay? But then you're in. Don't look for people to hold your hand. Don't try to get someone to support you through every step of the way. You may have a great mentor, you may have someone who can help, but you're going to have to be bold. You're going to have to be confident, and you're going to have to go, this is good enough. I believe it's good enough. And the more I do that, the better it will get, and the more stuff I will have, and the more shape of success I will have. I will hack my brain. I will become the success that I dream I can. It is a little bit bootstrappy, but that's how the human brain works. The more you do, the more you get the muscle memory, the more you become what you want to become. So you have to be bold. You have to dream of what that success looks like, and put yourself out there right at the start. This is my company. This is my dream. This is where I belong. Be bold. That's my message to you. Until next time, play games, pat dogs, be good, have fun, catch ya.